Mm, let's see, it's someone. Okay. So, yeah. Hmm. Okay. So, from the seventh canto, fifth chapter, from verse number 17. Yeah, just going there. Okay. दैतेय चन्दनवने जातोऽयं कण्टकद्रुमः यन्मूलो मूलपरशोर् विष्णोर्नालायितो अर्भकः. So in this, there is this word arbhaka. Arbhaka means a boy, means one who is not, yeah, who is strong, or one who can be taken casually, not seriously. And here it's saying this rascal Prahlad Maharaj Daitena Chandanavane. You know, he's saying demons, the world of demons is like a sandalwood forest. And you know what happens here? Jatoyam Kantaka Drumam. In that, there is a thorn tree. Kantaka Druma. Druma means tree. Kantaka Druma. And Yan Mulon Mula Parashor. Parashor is who is like Parashuram. You know, this is axe. Parashor. Uh, Mula Unmula. So Mula is of the roots, and Unmula means to take out from the roots. So here is saying the translation that this rascal Prahlad had appeared like a thorn tree in a forest of sandalwood. To cut down sandalwood trees, an axe is needed, and the wood of the thorn tree is very suitable for the handle of such an axe. Lord Vishnu is the axe for cutting down, and the wood, the sandalwood for cutting down the sandalwood forest of the family of demons, and this Prahlad is the handle for that axe. So in one way, this Chanda and Amarka, I think we were discussing about the seminal sons of Sukracharya, though they were not qualified Brahmanas, but yeah, they are experts in training atheist people, people who are not accepting Vishnu as a supreme Lord. And that's why here Chanda and Amarka are saying, hey, this boy Prahlad, yes, so he's like a rascal who is not understanding, though he is a Daitya, who is son of Hiranyakashipu, and then in spite of that, he is like a thorn. And in fact, in the forest, just we know there are all kinds of trees, and among them there is also thorn trees. And what I don't know if you have seen, these thorn trees are so strong. The wood is used for making doors and and furniture and etc. I don't know, maybe you know this. When you cut, there's a sapling, or what do you call this? The gum. Yeah, it's used in so many ways. So it's very strong. So such a stick is needed. Yeah. So to hold on to this axe, and then one can cut it. So in that way, though Senda and Amarka are foolish not to appreciate the glories of a Mahatma, a devotee, but the way that they were telling is in one way correct. Why? Because a devotee, the purpose of a devotee is to serve the master. Who is that? The Supreme Lord. So to become instrumental in the plan of the Lord is glory. It's glory of a devotee. Of course, Prabhupada mentioned some of the members of the demoniac civilization, like Prahlad Maharaj, may become the handle for the axe to assist Lord Vishnu, and thus the entire forest of demonic civilization can be cut to pieces. So we don't have to become ultimately pure devotee to become instrumental in the hands of the Lord. One may say, no, no, Prahlad Maharaj is already a great devotee. That's why he has qualification. Our qualification is earnest interest to serve the mission of the Lord, nothing else, just the desire. When we have the strong desire, then Lord empowers us in achieving all what is the wish of the Lord. Iti tam vividhopayair भीषणयं तर्जनादिभिः प्रह्लादं ग्राहयाम आशा त्रिवर्गस्योपपादनम्. Shanda and Amarka chastised and threatened their disciple in various ways and began teaching him about the paths of religion, economic development, and sense gratification. This is the way they educated him. Interestingly, the Shanda and Amarka, of course, what do they know? Is also dharma, artha, kama. They are not interested in moksha. Maybe they may have heard what is moksha, but they are not convinced that moksha is the safe bet for a human body. Um, uh, First of all, to get a human body is very rare, and in this human form of body, if one is not understanding that one should free himself, jnana, sorry, bhakti and vairagya. So one should be detached. Yeah. Sorry, jnana and vairagya. Sorry, jnana means one should get the knowledge and also at the same time detached. And when one practices this abhyasa yogena, then one attains the ultimate goal, which is bhakti. So, and Prabhupada explains further, the materialist goes to a temple to worship many varieties of demigods just to receive some benediction to improve his material life. He goes, uh, he goes to a sadhu or so-called swami to take advantage of an easy method for achieving material opulence. In the name of religion, the so-called sadhus try to satisfy the senses of the materialists by showing them shortcuts to material opulence. Sometimes they give some talisman or blessing. Sometimes they attract materialistic people by producing gold. You know what whom Prabhupada is mentioning here. In Prabhupada times, there was this no, so not Prabhupada. During the Bhaktivinoda Thakur time, there was a Baba called Falgu Baba, and of course he's had powers, black magic. He used to produce some divine powder from nowhere, and then he used to cure diseases, and slowly he became very famous. He became so famous that this we can also see. Yeah, once upon once upon a time, Sai Baba. Yeah. So he was known only maybe in the vicinities of Shirdi. But slowly, yeah, then his glory started spreading, and then people started coming from different towns and cities. And now we know that the glories have increased, that people come from different states. And also, typically, we may see that the temples of him are also all over the world. Yeah. So the glories are special. Of course, I'm not comparing here that, oh, he has black magic. No, no, I'm just saying that to become famous, yeah, is not that difficult. But the difference here is that this Falgu Baba, what he did is that he started thinking that, oh, I am God. Huh? He started thinking that he is God, and because he was thinking he is God, because all are glorifying him to be God. Yeah, of course, when someone does something, saves one life, you think, oh, you are God for me. But then he took it literally, and then he used to um, become a big problem for the Britishers because people, yeah, for any problem, they not go to the government hospitals. So at the time, they used to come to this Falgu Baba, and because his fame, and of course, he used to misuse, abuse, what do you call this? Women abuse. Uh, Woman abuser. Anyway, so and in that way, anyway, yeah, in one way or the other, he became a big disturbance for the Britishers. Somehow they engaged Bhaktivinoda Thakur to help them out. And of course, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, though he didn't want to only support the Britishers. His aim was, yeah, to establish uh, Bhagavatam as the basis. So, not anything else. And finally, he gets defeated. And then, when he goes, he says, "What is the problem when everyone is considering me as God? Mhm. I feel very happy, and for that, I'm ready to do anything." But yeah, but Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he challenges him, and then finally, this he spells some black magic upon Bhaktivinoda Thakur, but he Bhaktivinoda Thakur, being pure devotee of the Lord, nothing can touch him. In fact, all those bad um, vicious spells have or goblins, yeah, they have killed this Falgu Baba. So anyway, coming back to the purport here, Prabhupada is mentioning the materialist goes to a temple to worship many varieties of demigod just to receive some benedictions and to improve the material life. He goes to a sadhu or a so-called swami to take advantage of an easy method for achieving material opulence. In today's world, everything we want should be easy peasy. Yeah? Just you push the button, everything should happen automatic. Yes, we would have studied so many things. Yeah, no one likes manual. Hmm? Manual or olden days, everything now is push of a button and then everything should happen. So to attain that, we need shortcuts. Yeah, because yeah, what is a traditional and conventional, which takes time. We don't have time, so that's why we go to shortcuts. People don't have time to work hard and earn money. They do some magic. They go to someone. What do you call? There is tantra vidya. Yeah, yeah. So we know this. There is mantra, tantra, yantra. Yeah, and there is this tantric where they go and they go to get some mantra, cheap mantra, and just you do this chanting of some cheap mantra, and then you get yeah, material desires fulfilled. Mantra, I mean, just mantra, then tantra. Uh, they say, okay, if you go find a, what is this tree called? Mm, the tree that has the roots upside down, no? Vatavriksha, banyan tree. Yeah.
Banyan
So
tree.
it says, yeah, one can go to a banyan tree, and at the just you what you have to do is you have to dig a pit, and inside that you anyway they tell so many things. Yeah, you just do this for 5 or 7 or 13 or whatever number or that many times. If you do this and circumambulate this banyan tree, and after that, oh my God, your desires are fulfilled. Yeah, you'll get a job, you'll get a good wife, you get a good son, or whatsoever. All these things, there are ways. And then even, come on, for mantra you have to chant, for tantra you have to do so much. Then yantra. Oh my God, yantra is the next thing, right? You just put a yantra on which all the Shri um, Bijaksharas, specially empowered, especially, what do you call this? There is also they perform Nama Japa on the yantra so that this yantra can be powerful. And that yantra, if you keep in your home, then everything is taken care. This yantra, if you keep under your bed, everything is taken care. So, in this way, we have come to this solution of what we want is easy peasy, like just ready made. A yantra is already empowered, yeah, or tantra, yeah, is something like okay, one is not interested to work hard. So, in the name of religion, Prabhupada writes, in the name of of religion, the so-called sadhus try to satisfy the senses of the materialists by showing them shortcuts to material opulence. And this is afterwards. Sometimes they give some talisman or blessing. Sometimes they attract materialistic people by producing gold. In South India, there is in Puttaparthi, which is in, I think, near to Dharmavaram from Karnataka. It's a border of Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. There is Puttaparthi Sai Baba. Yeah, you may have heard him, and he's well known for this. Yeah, that he can from nowhere can bring some gold chains. And I remember still, I don't know if Aditya Prabhu, you're there. Yeah, you remember this nice video or class from Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Hmm? Yeah, is that the purpose of a God to just bless some gold chain or if God, oh no, God's purpose is to cure diseases. Is that the purpose of the Lord? Is he our servant? So in this way, in the name of religion, so many things are happening. Sometimes they give some talismans or blessings. Sometimes they attract materialistic people by producing gold. Then they declare themselves God, and foolish materialists are attracted to them for economic development. As a result of this process of cheating, others are reluctant to accept a religious process, and instead they advise people in general to work for material advancement. So one way or the other. So people are blindly following, yeah, um, because of the greed. It's not just blind. No one is asked to be get. No one is asked to get cheated. But because our desires are, yeah, because we want to have everything in no time, shortcuts. We want to have. Come on, I don't want to spend 10 years, 15 years to work hard and settle properly. Come on. Uh, I want to settle within a month, within a year. Uh, for that, whatever I should do it. Ethical and non-ethical, come on, who is saying it? If 10 people are doing something and that it becomes ethics, even if they do wrong. Hmm? So that is the mindset. So this is going on all over the world. Not only now, but since time immemorial, no one is interested in moksha, liberation. There are four principles, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. People accept religion to become materially opulent. And why should one be materially opulent? Hmm? For sense gratification. Today, I mean, you can make a note of this. This is a very nice verse. It comes in the 12th canto, chapter 5, verse number 10. You can read the purport. In the purport, the first line, the real death means to be covered by. Uh, hmm, Okay, let me now. I mean, if I have already started, let me find it. Or if someone has already opened it, they can read all spell. The real. I mean, we want to know what is death. So, yeah, I'm first. Tap.
Yes, Proj, you can hear you.
You can hear me. Okay. Only thing it took a bit time. So, if you can hear me, I'm saying real death is the covering of one's eternal Krishna consciousness. So, you able to hear this? What I said? We want to know what is death means. Uh, Covering of one's eternal Krishna consciousness. As long as we are in Maya, that means we are dead. It is not that we are dying every moment, because our definition of death is that when there is no more uh, life here, when this body is, decompensating, yeah, which is the term. And as long as that's happening, we are thinking, hey, I'm alive and I'm getting old. Yes, I'm dying a bit day by day. No, if we do not take up Krishna consciousness seriously, we are still dead. It is just like someone is in a dream thinking, oh, I'm a king, I am that, I am this. In reality, he's not king. In sleep, he may be. Similarly, in this world, we are thinking we are alive, we are thinking that we are awake, but reality is that we are dead. Can you imagine? Only one who understands the reality, that Krishna consciousness is eternal and that is our real identity, then we are alive. And then we can call or claim ourselves to be Jivan Muktas. Though we have this, we are in this body, because our consciousness is Krishna consciousness, we are already Muktas. We already attained moksha. What kind of moksha? Jivan moksha. We don't have to even die. We don't have to leave the body. Am I still there? Just checking.
Yes, Prabhuji. You can. So,
Uh,
yeah.
so, and that way we can see thus people prefer these, three margas, dharma, artha, kama, but not moksha. No one is interested in liberation, and Bhagavad Bhakti, devotional service to the Lord, is above even liberation. Therefore, the process of devotional service, Krishna consciousness, is extremely difficult to understand. This will be explained later by Prahlad Maharaj. The teachers tried to induce Prahlad to accept materialistic way of life, but actually their attempts was failure. तथा एनं गुरुर्ज्ञात्वा ज्ञात्वा ज्ञेय चतुष्टयं दैत्येन्द्रं दर्शयाम आसा मात्र मृष्टम अलंकृतम. After some time, the teachers Shanda and Amarka thought that Prahlad Maharaj was sufficiently educated in diplomatic affairs of pacifying public leaders. So finally they thought, oh, now Prahlad is ready. So then one day after Prahlad's mother had personally washed the boy and dressed him nicely with sufficient ornaments, they presented him before his father. Hmm. So second try. Padayo patitam balam pratinandya sishasuraha parishvajya chiram dorbhyam paramam apa nivritim. When Hiranyakashipu saw, he felt very happy. He took him, he hugged him, and he even smelled. Is it mentioned here? Began showering blessings upon the child and embraced him with his both arms. A father naturally feels happy to embrace his son, and Hiranyakashipu became very happy in this way. And then, Aropyankam avagrahya मूर्धनि अश्रु कलाम्बुधिः आसिञ्चन् विकसद् विक्रम sorry vikasad vaktram idam aha Yudhishthira. Is saying, oh, Narad Muni is saying, my dear King Yudhishthir, if you remember, this conversation is Narad Muni is telling to Yudhishthir Maharaj what has happened in Satya Yuga at the time where Hiranyakashipu had a wonderful son Prahlad Maharaj. Hmm? With affectionate tears gliding down from his eyes and moistening the child's smiling face, he spoke to his son as follows. And the purport Prabhupada says, if a child or disciple falls at the feet of the father or spiritual master, the superior responds by smelling the head of the subordinate. Huh? Bhakti Bhushan Maharaj often refers to this. He always say, yeah, if some seniors are, you smell the son, hair, head. Uh, what is time now? 8. Okay. हिरण्यकशिपुरुवाच प्रह्लादानुचरि अच्युतां तात स्वदीतं किञ्चित् उत्तमं कालेनैतावतायुष्मन् यद् अशिक्षद् गुरोर्भवान्. Hiranyakashipu said, my dear Prahlada, my dear son, oh long-lived one, for so much time you have heard many things from your teachers. Now please repeat to me whatever you think is the best of that knowledge. Here, Hiranyakashipu is telling, hey, don't tell whatever you want to tell. Just repeat even, because maybe Hiranyakashipu had some doubts upon Shanda and Amarka. Maybe they are teaching something, which is not right. Prabhupada writes in the purport, in this verse, Hiranyakashipu inquires from his son what he had learned from his guru. But interestingly, he didn't mention guru name. So, Prahlad Maharaj's guru, real guru, and actually the first guru is Narad Muni. This is, of course, we will come to that interesting question why. But yeah, so that's why it says in the purport, Prabhupada says Prahlad Maharaj gurus were of two kinds, Shanda and Amarka, the sons of Sukracharya in seminal disciplic succession, were the gurus appointed by his father But his other guru was exalted Narad Muni, who had instructed Prahlada where Prahlad was within the womb of his mother. Prahlad Maharaj responded to the inquiry of his father with the instructions he had received from his spiritual master Narad Muni. Thus, there was again a difference of opinion between Prahlad Maharaj, uh, wanted to relate the best thing he had learned from his spiritual master. uh, so that's why Prahlad Maharaj is going to say a very important shloka, which often Srila Prabhupada refers. Shri Prahlad Vacham Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakyam Atmanivedanam Iti Pumsarpita Vishnu Bhaktischannava Lakshanaha Kriyeta Bhagavati Adda Tanmanye Adhitam Uttamam. So he says that these nine processes, I don't, I, it's clear that Hiranyakashipu doesn't want to hear all these things. But Prahlad Maharaj, he was repeating what he heard from his guru, Narad Muni. Hearing and chanting about the transcendental holy name, form, qualities, paraphernalia, and pastimes of the Lord. This is Shravanam Kirtanam. Smaranam, remembering them. Padasevanam, serving the lotus feet of the Lord. Offering the Lord respectful worship. Archanam, then Vandanam, offering prayers to the Lord. Then Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, becoming a servant of the Lord. Sakhyam, becoming a friend. Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam. Hmm? And completely surrendering everything unto Him. In other words, serving Him with the body, mind, and words. BMW. Yeah? These nine processes are accepted as a pure devotional service. One who has dedicated his life to the service of Krishna through these nine methods should be understood to be the most learned person, for he has acquired complete knowledge. One who engages in one of these or more of these nine processes of devotional service, um, he understood the whole purpose of Vedasara or Vedanta Sara is to attain Krishna in one of these processes. Of course, the purport is pretty long. It is explaining of each of these. Um, but here we understand after performing sacrifices, sometimes a person engaged in fruitful activities customarily offers the result to Vishnu. But here it is said, Bhagavati Adda, one must directly offer everything to Vishnu. It is not with reservations, it is not with sanctions. No, it is directly whatever one is able to get, he should. This is called sannyasa, not merely nyasa. Uh, I don't know if someone is coming from um, um, intellectual, spiritual, Vedic intellectual background, they may know nyasa, upamana, chandasa. All these are terminologies that are used. No, we are not interested in nyasa, we are interested in sannyasa. A tridandi sannyasi carries three danda signifying kaya, mano, vakya, body, mind, and words. All of these should be offered to Vishnu. That is the purpose of holding Tridanda. Tridanda is not just a supporting stick when one is walking. Of course, he is walking so many miles and kilometers, so there should be a support. No, it is always reminding these three things. Mano, Vak, what is the other one? Mind, body, and here. Kaya, Kaya, Mano, Vak, everything engaged in the service of the Lord. The real devotee, however, first offers his surrender to Krishna with his body, mind, and words, and then uses his body, mind, and words for the service of Krishna as Krishna desires. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur gives the following explanation in his Tathya. The word Shravana refers to giving oral reception to the holy name and descriptions of Lord's form, qualities, entourage, and pastimes as explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavad Gita, and similar authorized scriptures. As I said, in this purport, yeah, this you can make a note of it. It's 23, no, 25, 23, 24. Um, uh, 23, 24. It's a pretty long, actually, this it's very, very one of the longest purports of in Bhagavatam, 23, 24. Then Prahlad Maharaj doesn't stop there. He says, Nisamyaitat sutavacho hiranyakashipus tada guruputram uvachedam rusha prasfuritadharaha. He became very, very disturbed. After hearing these words of devotional service from the mouth of his son, Hiranyakashipu was extremely angry. His lips trembling, he spoke as follows to Shenda and Shenda, son of Sukracharya. He says, Brahma Bandho kim etatte vipaksham shayata asaram grahito balo mam anadritya durmate. O foolish teachers, durmate. Huh? O unqualified, most heinous sons of a Brahmana, you have disobeyed my order and taken shelter of the party of my enemy. You have taught this poor boy about devotional service. What is this nonsense? This is what he says. And then Shanti, Santihi asadavo loke durmat durmaitras chadma veshinah tesham udeti agham kale roga patakinam iha. In due course of time, various types of diseases are manifest in those who are sinful. Similarly, in this world, there are many deceptive friends in false garbs, but eventually, because of their false behavior, their actual enmity becomes manifest. So they are Hiranyakashipu is chastising. In fact, there is this Smriti Shastra says, Brahma ha means one who kills. Brahma ha, killer of a Brahmana. क्षयरोगी स्यात् सुरापः स्याव दन्तकः स्वर्णहारी तु कुनखीः दुश्चर्मा गुरुतल्पगः. So murderers of Brahmanas are later afflicted by tuberculosis, kshayarogi. Drunkards become toothless. Those who have stolen gold are afflicted by diseased nails, and sinful men who have sexual connection with wife of a superior are afflicted by leprosy and similar skin diseases. Anyway, these are the disease is the symptom of the body of sinful person. That's why usually people prefer a life free from disease. Of course, a devotee's life, we may see, is glorious. Why? Because he is not affected by whatever these bodily transformations that happen. And in this way, it says, Sri Guru Putra Uvacha. Now, Shandan Amarka saying, Namat pranitam na para pranitam suto vadati esha tavendra shatro naisargi naisargi kiyam matir asya rajan niyacha manyum kad adaha smama naha. The son of Sukracharya, Hiranyakashipu's spiritual master, said, O enemy of King Indra, that's how he's addressed here. Mat pranitam, educated by me. Nothing we told. Whatever your son has said is not taught by us. Therefore, please give up your anger and do not unnecessarily accuse us. It is not good to insult a Brahmana in this way. And in this way, while what is happening, and Sri Narada is saying, Guru Naivam Pratiprokto Bhuya Aha Sura Sutam Nachet Guru Mukhiyam Te Kuto Abhadra Sati Matihi. Narada Muni said, when Hiranyakashipu received this reply, he again addressed his son. Huh? Hiranyakashipu said, You rascal, most fallen of our family, if you have not received this education from your teachers, where have you gotten it? Srila Vishnu Chakrabarti Thakur explains that the devotional service is actually Bhadra Sati, not Abhadra Asati. In other words, knowledge of devotional service can be neither inauspicious nor contrary to etiquette. To learn devotional service is the duty of everyone. Therefore, the spontaneous education of Prahlad Maharaj is supported as auspicious and perfect. Hare Krishna. We'll continue from 30 because it's logically that. conversation, what Prahlad Maharaj is telling, these are, in fact, 30 to 34 are very important verses. We'll cover either tomorrow, let's see, otherwise on Monday. I'll let you know. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji, thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.